Let's do it. It's your girl Aisha, and I am back with another video. If it's your first time joining my channel, welcome. And if you've been rocking with me, welcome back. You know what? If you've been rocking with me, I just want to say shout out to y'all. If you've been hanging around since 2017, you a real one. You a real one for just sticking with me and my inconsistencies of being on this channel. But I just literally got done with an interview and I came home and it motivated me so much to film a video of my own for my own channel. I have missed you guys. A lot has changed, a lot has happened, and we gonna get into it. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted this video to be about, but it's gonna be a little bit of a life update, a little bit about what God's been placing on your girl's heart, a little bit about what's to come. And yeah, so before I even say anything out of my mouth, I want to apologize for neglecting you guys, because I don't know how long it's been. I'm not about to dig through my content to figure it out. I just know that it's been longer than I have ever wanted to fall off the face of the earth in the YouTube world. Okay, so I just want to apologize, but just know that I am alive, I'm healthy, I'm well, and I've missed you guys so very much. I can't even believe that my community is still the same despite the fact that I've been gone. So I really appreciate you guys, because to me that just shows that y'all got faith in your girl, that one of these days she gonna come back to YouTube, and you was right. Period. But yeah, so I don't even know where I want to start or where I want to begin, but I just want to say that I am in a much different place than the last time I filmed a YouTube video. Like, a lot's changed. I think the last time I filmed a YouTube video, I was still a full-time entrepreneur. I don't know. I just had, like, life looks a lot different for me now. So the very first thing that I want to share, I have gone back into the workforce, not corporate America, but I do have a job again, and that transition from corporate to full-time entrepreneurship to working, it has just been like, woo, a little roller coaster. But I will say this, that I am happy doing what I'm doing, if that makes sense. I never have worked. I work in sales. Just if you're curious, I work in sales at Nordstrom, and I'm also a Tory Burch brand ambassador within the DFW Metroplex for Nordstrom. So it's so crazy how life has a way of like coming full circle. I never in a million years thought that I would go back to working retail. Like, I worked retail in college, okay? But I want to just let you guys know that when I finally got to a place of putting my pride to the side, that's when new doors of opportunity started to come to me, if that makes sense. Like, this position, what I've been doing, first of all, within 4 months of me being there, I became number 2 in the department for sales volume. Now, let me just say, for somebody who's never worked in sales, and for the number 1 person to have been there for the past 27 years, your girl is doing her thing, okay? And I, for a long time, was just so ashamed and just feeling like a failure. Like, I felt like I failed because my business, I mean, both of them, honestly. Like, my businesses were not performing well enough to sustain me financially going forward. And I know part of me is the reason, like, I, sometimes would be inconsistent in my business or not showing up how I should, but it didn't take away from the fact that, one, I still was doing something that I loved and that I truly believe in. I still have my businesses. I have not quit or just laid them to the wayside. They've just transitioned from being my full-time thing to my part-time thing. So I'm just I've been having a lot of great revelation, I'll say, to where I needed to be thankful in this season, because for 2 entire years, I was a full-time entrepreneur. My income solely rode on me. And I think a lot of people who dive into entrepreneurship, especially not having an entrepreneurial background, like, we kind of, we get into something and we're just winging it. And I just think that for me to be fortunate enough to carry myself for even that long without having to go and get a job or whatever else, like, that's a blessing in itself. Like, it wasn't until the end of last year that I started working at Nordstrom, and I did it literally, it was meant to be a temporary thing, like, just from this, it was really supposed to just be from November to January, but literally 4 weeks in, my manager, she asked me to stay on permanently because I was performing so well. And I was like, okay, like, I'm not in a rush to get back to trying to figure life out, wondering where money's gonna come from, if the clients, if business is gonna be booming this month or low the next month. Like, I wasn't in a hurry to start getting back into that space. And so now that I've staying on, I feel like I've learned how to conquer a new skill. I've learned to connect with people in a different way. I get to have, like, face-to-face interaction where I'm not just behind a computer and working with numbers and finance and all of the things that I used to just, like, cringe at. I don't know. It's just like God is so prevalent with anything that I do, and it's so amazing to me that customer after customer, like, I'm helping women build their confidence up. I'm helping women, learn how to style themselves and know how to pair this pair of shoes with this dress and this top and all of the things that I truly love, as far as me being a stylist, which is also amazing. And then, a few months ago, I got the opportunity to be a Tory Burch brand ambassador, and I was like, bet, let's do it. Like, let's do it. And so, what that entails is me being in competition with other stores in the Metroplex and beyond to really drive sales for Tory Burch specifically, taking care of the merchandising and just having an eye for what is selling well, how to push out different styles, and just get creative in our marketing efforts for the brand. And to be the lead of that, I take it very, very seriously, and they absolutely love me, and I think that's just amazing. And the more that I go along this process and this journey, I know that it's going to give me leverage for other things, and we're not going to get into that. I'll save that for another video. But God's just doing his thing, and I just would not trade it. And it's, as minute as this may seem, it's so freaking wild to me that, yes, I have a corporate background. I came from big 4 companies, 2 of them, PwC and Deloitte. But I make more money now than I did from either of those jobs. And I'm like, and I'm strictly commission, y'all. Like, strictly commission. I just crossed over $500,000 in sales starting from February to now. Like, I just hit a $500,000 milestone in sales, and I only sell shoes. Like, 95% of what I sell are shoes. So that's a lot of shoes if you think about it. Like, that's a lot of shoes, y'all. Like, that's a lot of shoes. So I'm just very, very proud of that. I think it's so wild to me that I've, like, conquered something that I've never done before, and I'm, like, absolutely killing it. But yeah, God is faithful, and I just want to share that because that's, like, the biggest thing. But aside from that, I don't know if I don't think I've shared it on this channel, but at the beginning of this year, I hosted my 2nd women's conference. BTCR 23! When I I tell you guys, like, God is just so amazing. Like, I have a nonprofit called Becoming That Girl Incorporated. We've hosted 2 Christian women's conferences where people came from all different states, you know, across the U.S. to come expect the move of God. Like, me and my sisters, Taylor and Autumn, shout out to y'all. What's up, ladies? I'm Aisha.
I'm Taylor. And I'm Autumn.
And we are
Becoming That Girl Incorporated.
To y'all, I love y'all with all of my heart if you ever see this video. But for us to come together and, you know, bring a vision to life, and people were actually leaving like filled up with the Holy Spirit. People are leaving ready to conquer the world because of something that God did through us, through me. That's amazing. Like, that is truly amazing. And I'm not even going to say never in a million years did I think that I could do something of that magnitude, because I know that it's always been in me. But to actually do it, y'all, I'm gonna get into I'm gonna dedicate a separate video of like the behind the scenes of putting on a women's conference, because it's a lot that went into it. And I'm talking about blood, sweat, tears. I mean that. Blood, sweat, tears all the way up until the day of, but we did it and God showed up and out, okay? Like, mind blowing. Mind blowing. Like, nobody would ever know the pitfalls and the things that I went through behind the scenes of making that happen. And I don't know, I'm just grateful that God continues to use me to be a light in so many areas. And I want y'all to go catch my girl Lexi's interview, because I was just sharing about that. But, you know, I am just in a different place and space in my life that I cannot wait to elevate. You know, I just been taking things one day at a time, because that's all that we can do in this lifetime, is take things one day at a time. But when I tell you that my faith is up here, because I know that God is about to do some things that's just about to shake my little world up, okay, honey? Like, shake it up. I'm ready, and I know that God is going to do some things in you guys' life. If you've been struggling or you've been wavering in your faith, it's time to get back on track. I don't care that it is the end of the year, that this year is coming to a close, because when I tell you God can do so many things by the end of this year, that it can really blow your mind. And I don't know if you guys want to join me. By the time I get this video up, it may be a couple of days into it already. But beginning November 1st, I am doing a 30-day prayer and intentionality challenge. It's just something that I'm doing for myself. And each day of the month, I'm going to be intentionally praying and fasting for something specific. So there's a lot of different things that I am believing God for. And no, it's not 30 separate things. However, what I'm going to do is each week is going to have a focus. So week 1 for 7 days straight, I'm praying for this one thing, so forth and so on, because I just have a lot of different things and I have a lot of wheels in motion, I'll say. And another life update, I got my finance license in the state of Texas. So I'm now a licensed financial planner. I'm able to help families and their children just create a better life for themselves and really set themselves up for when God decides to call them home. So I'm just thankful that opportunities keep coming my way. I've got something else that I'm going to be submitting to God, because this is my last year. I'm saying it on this video. This is my last year in this apartment. I've been here for the past 5 years. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be next year, but it won't be here. It's not going to be in these 4 walls. So yeah, I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot of saving to do. I've got a lot of planning to do. I got a lot of designing to do. Wink, wink, hint, hint. But yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm not exactly sure what's to come of my channel, but just know it's going to be amazing. Just know that if you've been rocking with me on this journey, I want you to continue, because this ride is going to be different, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, so I just want you guys to even start thinking about how you can make some temporary sacrifices for a greater outcome. All right, so I love you guys. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I don't even remember what my old outro used to be for my videos because it's been that long, but I think I said something along the lines of share this channel with a family member or a friend. And until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.